Hi everyone. It's Easter today, in the great wilds of the world, and I hope you're having a nice or at least you're having a nice weekend surrounded by family members and other loved ones. And Marie and I are. This morning we accompanied her lineage of the family to church and a barbecue. And the whole day has been nice, but while at the service, I made two observations, two of today's three. The first is, the congregation was packed, and for 90 minutes, I did not see a single cell phone. I looked, I wasn't glancing, I was investigating, and exactly zero the entire time. Compare that to concerts. For the last 15 years, every concert I've ever been to, I am the only person in the crowd without a cell phone. And concerts are supposed to be exciting, you're not supposed to be distracted and doing other things. Church is supposed to be boring. If you're riveted from the pew, maybe there's something suspicious going, like a crossing over situation is happening or something. And this was not that this morning. This was exactly as boring as it was supposed to be, and yet not one person in the entire room was having their attention led astray by Zuckerberg and the other Pied Pipers. So I decided it's a healthy setting. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. That's a healthy practice in a distractible, digitally fixated world. And that brings us to the second observation. This one requires a little setting up, though. We all know those stories. Dad on the table. My heart stopped for the next 2 minutes. I was zapped up to heaven. I was standing at the gates. I don't know why it needs gates. I get the deer out or whatever. There was harps playing. The lights were in my eye. And then suddenly my heart got its groove back. And I was cast back into my earthly body. Let me tell you all about my visions. I think everyone's familiar with these stories, or if not the books. I think everyone is also familiar with the hypothesis that we are living in a simulation. Everyone talks about this now. It's not just Elon Musk. It's anyone who knows math is sure of it. My next observation from the pews is a combination of those two. I have never heard anyone say, I out-of-bodied myself. My heart stopped and I was sent, I woke up in a data center, in this weird body, connected to tubes and wires. There's robots whirring all around me. And then suddenly I was thrust back into my hospital room in the Matrix. I have never once heard that story. And as we were exiting church, I told Marie this, and she said, you know what I've never heard? When people the heart stops and they have a vision, it's never of hell. They always go to heaven. And that brings up the third observation, which is we think very highly of ourselves and of our opinions. And I think that's why people post such weird, hostile comments on YouTube, is they think they're right. But I hope you avoid all of that. And I hope you spend the day surrounded by loved ones. All right, I'll see you next time.